This is not the most comfortable way of doing things. Another day here at Speed, and I'm going to be working on the old Corvette again today, trying to get her put together so that I can, take her for a drive. And kind of excited about that. Basically we got to do put the interior back together because I got the door panels off, put some of the sealers back, I put a weather strip. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Putting the weather strip back together, and I've got to do one thing that is not the norm. I noticed I put the car outside and I left it running, and the hood of course the paint was still fresh. It was like the day I painted it. But I noticed the heat from the engine was causing the paint to start to, swell, bubble. It started to bubble, but not really. It was more like from heat, you know what I mean? Heat starting to rise, so the paint started to look like it was starting to loosen up. So I immediately shut the engine off, opened up the hood, and fortunately the paint laid back out. So I guess maybe the fiberglass was swelling. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but don't want that happening again. So what I'm going to do, in case you notice the hood's up, I'm going to go ahead and put some heat stuff on there to keep that from happening, so that the heat from the engine will, go out the wheel wells as opposed to going through the hood and messing my paint up. So hang in there, we're going to do that, then we're going to get the mirror on, we're going to get the interior put together, we're going to do a bunch of stuff to get this car ready. And then I've got one surprise back here. You guys can probably guess what it is if you've seen some of my other cars. And this is still an iffy idea. I haven't, what I was going to do back here. We're going to see on that one, but if we have time today, we're going to get to that too and see if we don't want to improve back here. I don't know. We may just leave it alone. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is measure and try to because I got to go around this, and you don't want to block these off because these are the air vents to the engine. And I don't know, there's some kind of cowl, forced air, something going on. I don't really know where that's coming from. Don't understand it at all. So, coming off the front, I guess. We've got something going on there. Anyway, but I'm going to measure this because we're going to put some heat shield up in here. You can actually see in the fiberglass where it's been getting hot. And I don't know if they ever put, I've got two of these and none of them have any insulation here, but I'm going to go ahead and put some. So let's go ahead and measure. We've got to put the old glasses on here. Unfortunately, they made it so you can kind of get up in the tire area here. I'm just going to sit on the tire probably. Oh, there we go. And get some measurements. And so, we don't need that end anyway. Go 27-ish. And then we got to come in, about 20-ish. Then back out to 28, and then she tapers in from there, all the way down to 7. Okay, can you remember all that? Yeah, me either. But we just got to get close, and then after we're close, we'll go ahead and we may go ahead and cut up a piece of cardboard and see where we're at, and then before we go cutting into the expensive stuff, Change of plans. kind of figured the cardboard was more work than it was worth. So this was from the gas tank when we did the gas tank on that Gremlin, and I've got this bit cut out here, and the nose down at the bottom, it was 7 inches, remember, and then it tapered off from there at 45-degree angle. So I'm just gonna 45 off of here, 45 off of here, 45-ish, and I'm gonna go check real quick. 45 is roughly 11 inches long, so we're going to go 11 inches, which is right here. And 11 inches is right here. So we'll just finish going up to that, okay? That one's already there. Then it goes to 20 inches. So we're going to go 20. And let's see, where's 20? Well, I guess it stays at 20 right there, because well, I must have that pretty darn good, because we're almost at 20 right there. So let me go measure again and see exactly how long the 20-inch part is. Okay, here's the funny part about it. On this side, it goes to 18 inches, which is to here. Okay? On this side, it only goes up 8 inches total. And I'm already at 11. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cut it across here, and I'm going to double check before I start cutting anything, but I'm going to go straight across, and then we're going to make a cutout at 8 inches here. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. I may have miscalculated there. It's 11 to here, like we said, so this is 11. Alright, and then it kind of goes from there, it goes another 18 inches. And this is 20, so it doesn't go up much. So we're going to go another 18 from here, and we're going to go right to the edge on that. So that's going to be right here. Okay, now this one from the 11 goes up 8 at about the same angle. It's a different angle, so this goes up another 8. Alright. Okay, and then this has got a cutout, so we've got to measure the cutout from how big this cutout is, and then we're going to just cut it like that. So let's go measure the cutout. The cutout is roughly 6 inches in. So we're going to start at our 11 here. We're going to go in 6 inches. And then we're going to just draw a line. None of this is rocket science, so as you'll see, I'm just kind of freehanding it. There's no need to get all crazy with it. Now, it's going to be a little bit, I want to make sure I kind of stay straight here. So I'm going to freehand this one, but I'm cheating a little bit. There's some grooves in this from the folds, and I'm able to just kind of follow those grooves along. All right, and then we're just going to go from 6 inch. Oh, my bad, almost messed up. Whoop. Sorry, we have to go up to 8 inch here, and then come in 6 inches. So let's draw my line. And then come in 6. There we go. Okay, and then this is just going to go straight up to here. And that's going to be my cutaway. Okay, so all this is going to get cut out. And then we're going to go test fit it and see see just how good I did. Start with this one because this is the biggest. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if she fits in there. Yes, no, kind of a little bit, but not really. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it there, and then we'll just get a little piece to fill in over there. So yes, it worked, but wasn't as good as I had hoped. But now I've got to clean this off so everything sticks. This is not the most comfortable way of doing things. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I like that right there. So I'm going to peel the front, get it started, and then we're going to kind of put the back where we want it. There we go. Oh, might have to, there we go. Oh, it's not going to stick if I do that. So we need to, there we go, peel it back again. I guess I'm just going to have to stick it on there like so, and then readjust. There we go. There. Okay. And then just slowly peel this off. Doesn't seem to be sticking real good. I got some rollers. I'm going to go ahead and roll it on and see if that doesn't improve it. Even sticky stuff doesn't want to stick to this fiberglass. I don't know what it is about this car, but stuff don't like to stick to it. But I'm going to get the roller and try to get the air bubbles out of it. I don't know how exciting this is going to be to watch, but just kind of doing this to get the bubbles out of it. And I'll be honest with you, this is not comfortable. Half tempted to put a blanket across this and sit on the front of the engine. Not like I've never done that before. Alright. Okay. The test is going to be when we heat this, get this engine hot, see if this is still sticking. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have scuffed this a little bit. So I don't think there's any paint on here. I think it's just raw fiberglass. But nothing wants to stick to this stuff. So I'm not really sure what they built these cars out of, but stuff doesn't stick to it. My calculations were off, so we're gonna see if I can't fix my boo-boo. So up here is gonna be 8 inches. Down here about 2 inches. And it's gonna be roughly 17 inches long. So 8, 2, and 17. Let's see how that comes out. Okay, I got this little piece here, and we're just gonna slap her in there. Once again, we're gonna settle up and uncomfortable. So let's just do this. And there we go. might cut a little piece for in here, but that's over the radiator. I'm not too worried about it. So I do want to get up in here. Of course, I think, yeah, that's going to get some heat, so we definitely want to go ahead and fill in this piece here. I was able to get my foot in here to kind of get in here a little better. These allergies are killing me. I don't know about you all, but this weather and these allergies are rough. So let's go put you right in. Right there. Alrighty. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. It fell. Alright. There we go. Believe it or not, this little roller makes a big difference. Might have a little undercut it there. Overcut it, undercut it, I don't know. But this roller really does a good job of sticking it to it. You can see it's kind of, you can see every little crevice. It starts to push it all in there. Unfortunately, with the design of it, I can't get it there, but that's not as important. This is not easy work, folks, not in this position anyway. But hey, keeps the hood cool. Might even help keep the engine a little cooler in the summer when the sun's beating down on it. This stuff wasn't really expensive. It was probably, well, I remember it was considerably cheaper than all the other comparable stuff, so I don't know if y'all are budget minded or not, but this stuff was cheaper. Alright, phew, now my back's gonna need a massage. Okay, it is time to put the mirror on. This may not seem like it's a very difficult process, and it shouldn't be. But Chevrolet, for whatever reason, this mirror has wiring. You know, it's supposed to be automatic, you know. And this wiring can't just sit in front of the window. It has to go around it. So we have to route it all the way through the front of the door and back into the wiring harness. Great, right? So I'm going to fish it through, going to get this mounted up, and then we're going to mess with the wiring. Probably going to spare you all that because one, you won't be able to see what I'm doing. And two, my fat head's probably going to be in the way. And three, I'm liable to make up a few new words that I prefer not to say in public. So we'll get the mirror on, which is a challenge in itself, but just getting the nuts on there is a challenge. Because, you know, you just got this little bit of area to work with. But we got the window way down, and, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. And if you'll notice, she'd be cracked. I have a new piece of glass, but I've been waiting till it's been installed on the car because I might break it. So this way, it's already broke, and I'll put the new one on. And so we're gonna start by just sticking these through. Which that, you know, the hole, you can only put one through at a time, so we gotta kind of finagle that. Oh yeah, and it doesn't want to cooperate, of course. There we go, we got that in. Okay, now we'll get it going that way. That way it's at least going the direction it's supposed to go, ish. Come on, there you go. Yep, it's probably not. And then we'll try to put it on here without boogering up the paint. And that's not going to be easy because, there we go. I don't even want to know what I just heard break. I don't see anything, so fortunately it wasn't too horrible. Alright. Now we're going to see if we can't get these two nuts on here. I remember wrestling with these. For whatever reason, they don't seem too hard now until I drop it and it's in the door. And I don't have another one, so that would be bad. For whatever reason, that don't feel right. Cross thread is better than no threads. That feels better? No? I'm thinking that might be the wrong one. I've got two different size nuts, believe it or not. Okay, that didn't come out right. But there's two different, that's the one, okay. The front and the back had a different size on it, don't know why. So I had the wrong one going the wrong place, in spite of how it sounded. There we go. And did I bring the wrenches? Nope. So I'm going to have to take the chance of letting this sit back. Don't hurt the paint, please. See if we can't get it in there. So let me go fetch some wrenches and we'll keep going. I can't tell you how happy this mirror makes me. I've been backing this car in and out of the shop for nearly a year now with no right-hand mirror. And this car is fat. I mean, it's fat. And trying to back it up in between the posts and with my wife's car always parked on the blind side, I'm glad I'm going to put the mirror back on. Let's just put it that way. But you can't get a ratchet in here, so you just got to kind of put this in here like so. One's 7/16 and the other one's 10 millimeter. It's just the way it happened. Just the way it came. It's just the way it is. Just, yeah, it is. So anyway, let's... I don't know how much of this I'm going to leave in real time and how much of it I'm going to, speed up and put some Uzac to it. We'll see. Oh, look at that. That's pretty, pretty, pretty. That's 3/8. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the original bolts. So I had to go hunting, and this is what I found. Hopefully I'll never be taking this mirror off again, at least as long as I own this car. Somebody else owns it, they may change the mirrors, decide to put some fancy Lambo mirrors on it or some craziness. But for me, this should be the last time this mirror is being taken off, because I got news for you. If somebody sideswipes me and rips this mirror off this car, I'm probably not going to fix it. Woohoo! Now it comes to the wire part. I'm going to spare y'all that, and just so I don't ruin y'all's image of me. But hopefully, a little prayer, maybe, we'll get her done the first time. We'll see what happens. Now we got to put the weather strip back in. I loosened up these two screws that hold the window tight, and I'm putting these in. These little doohickeys right here, they slide into little holes, and they're not friendly. So we're gonna get these lined up, and I'm gonna guess you probably gotta push most of them in all at once, which just makes it that much harder. Probably gonna need a flashlight so I can make sure I'm in on all of these. Time to put the door panel on. Not something I've been looking forward to because you got the lock mechanism here you have to deal with. You got all this wiring that has to feed through here somewhat. And you gotta try not to break stuff. That's the hard part. So I'm trying to figure out, this is my handle, this has got to come out, I think. There's no way it can't. Gotta pull this piece out. If I can. Nope, doesn't come out that way. Sure was easier getting off than it was getting in. See if we can pull it out this way. Dead mosquito. Woohoo! I don't know if this is supposed to come off or not. I don't really want to mess with that either. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Well, I don't see any screws that I gotta mess with. Although it does. Oh, okay, that was easy enough. Alright, so pull this out. Just got two little clips. 1, 2. And I guess, oh, okay, these are they go in there. Okay, that all makes sense. So let's get that out of the way. And let's see if we can't pull this piece out. Okay. Hey, we got it out in one piece. Yeehaw! It's got a little light action going on here. Probably doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, something fell. I don't know what it was. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's that. And I have no idea where that goes. Okay. Well, we got all that out of there. So now we're going to feed all the wiring into this hole somehow, some way. And I don't think it goes in that hole. Because there's nothing there. So, mosquitoes trying to eat me. Must be getting late in the day. Mosquitoes are out. So, does any of this go to, nope, the speaker is all by itself. So we're gonna probably have to get all this does this do? I know this is for my, oh, you know what? This goes back here. Oh, yep, this goes back here. Okay. This is a, whoops. That's awesome. There we go. There we go. That's actually a switch for the back hatch. So that goes that way. The rest of these, we're going to fish them through here. Like so. Okay. Just do that for now. And then bring this up. And in. I don't know if that's in there or not. It's not back far enough, but it's in the groove. So now we just slide her back until everything lines up, I guess. I don't know. Kind of scary. Well, that didn't work out. I don't know if this will come off. It's got to come behind this. Another dead mosquito. I don't know if this goes into this or behind this. I'm going to guess probably behind it. Maybe. No, over it. Ah, that's it right there. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to fix the glass because it's broke. I got a new piece of glass. Got adhesive on the back. We're just going to leave this one in place. We're just going to peel the adhesive off the back of the... Okay, like I said, we're just going to peel the adhesive off the back of the glass here. Okay, you know, like I said, we're going to peel the adhesive off the back of the glass. Okay, I'm going to pause till I get the adhesive off the back of this. Once I do, I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, finally got it. Alright, now here's the fun part, making sure we get this straight. So I'm going to kind of use my fingers as the guide. Hopefully they won't steer me wrong. Well, it doesn't quite match exactly, but it works. So I'm not overly happy with it. There's some extra around the edges here. I'm pretty darn close to perfect on this side, but over here it doesn't exactly match. But you know what? It's a mirror. And considering I didn't spend enough time to make this car perfect, that's perfect enough for me. And maybe we'll get a little black or something and we might black that out. Who knows? So that'll look a little better. But for now, look, it says objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Woohoo! Alright. That, my friends, is all of it. Let me give you a little look-see at... Whoop! I forgot the speaker. Okay, hang on, we're not done yet. Alright, I'm going to put the speaker in. These are always fun because you got to try to line the holes up, and that is never, ever easy. And so here we go. Man, that's just not long enough. Because this is probably not pulled forward all the way. So we can't get that in there. We need a longer screw. And I just happen to have the one for the job. See if we can get this one to pull it in. We just need one long one to get it pulled in, and then we can get the rest. Nope, that one's not going to do it either. We can try this other side. Let's try the other side. I don't think it needs to be as long. Okay. Oh, I think that one might do it. Oh, we caught it. Oh boy. There's one. Nope. That one's not gonna grab. Go on. See if my longer one will work. We don't want these too long because then they'll get in the way of the window. Nope, nothing on that side either. See if we can pull it in a little bit with this side. Probably not. Nope. Well, let me go see if I can find some longer screws. I got the top one. And I'm going to try to get this bottom one back out. I guess I caught this one, but it just wasn't grabbing, too small. So, we'll try this one over here. Let's try a black one. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking with real butter. Alright, and that one, I'm going to go with this longer one. Well, I don't seem like I need a longer one anymore. Nope. Still need a longer one. I got happy for a minute there. But never fear. Longer's here. I don't know why it... There we go. The only problem is it's a 1/4 inch nut driver. But it is what it is. Not in. Oh, there we go. Nope. No good either. We may be a 3-hole wonder here. There we go. Alright. Now, the moment of truth. See if the window goes up. Are we ready? Houston, we have ignition. Well, I'll be dipped in horse pucky. It works. Well, folks, there's one door panel. There it is in all its glory. One Corvette door panel. It's not the best door panel in the world, and I may even go ahead and... Oh! It works! Son of a gun! It works! That's the rear hatch button. Why do you need one on the... Oh, it's stuck though. Ah! Okay. Why do we need one on the passenger side? I have no idea. I guess so your passenger can jump out the rear hatch. I don't know. But, it works. Well, I'll be dipped in horse pucky. Anyhow, that'd be that. I don't have to worry. For a year now, I've been worried about closing this door so I don't smash the wiring. Oh, woo! Look at that. You know, that makes me happy. But you probably just didn't see. I said, look at that. And you're like, what is he talking about? Here we go. Right here. This right here. When I close that door, it just fit perfect up underneath that seal. And up against that seal, well, it's ripped right here a little bit. And up underneath this seal, just perfect. It never did that before. We have fixed on that by accident, of course. But I'm happy with that. That's it for today. Wife's got some steaks cooking on the grill. I'm going to go get me one. But this old girl's about ready to go down on the road. Got one more door panel to do. I'm going to spare you all that because it took me forever to get that passenger side done. Of course, it needed a little bit more work than the driver's does. Of course, the driver's side has the windshield wiper switch on it, so that's, well, probably the same amount of time, but it's the same process. But she's about ready. Got the battery on charge, and I've got the door panel to do, and that's it. I've got that one surprise that I'm going to show you all. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. I might make a whole video on that one anyway. So the next time you see this, I'll either be doing my last surprise on it that's supposed to make the cool factor go up a little bit. I'm not sure yet. But it's one of those I might do, might not do things. So we'll see what happens. But I'll show you all, and maybe let you all decide. But nonetheless, we're done for today. I'm going to go get me some steaks. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? I need your help. Without you all, I can't keep making videos. I got to have subscribers, and I've got to have views. So right now we're doing okay, but we want to do better. If y'all keep watching, get your friends to subscribe, and that'll guarantee I keep on getting to do this. So once again, thank you very much. Please subscribe. Have a great one.